First, the top headlines. Manipur CM assures support to displaced families after meeting Kangpokpi delegation. Calls for release of arrested Arambay Tango members intensify as women banders stage protest at Naithao. Efforts underway to avoid further crackdown or arrest of Arambay Tango members, says Home Minister Govindas Konthosam. Manipur CM attains International Olympic Day run highlights state sporting legacy. Manipur police arrests RPA PLA cadre, 2 extortionists, Mizoram case recovered in joint operation. Massive armed haul recovered in joint security operation across Manipur Kangpokpi hills. And BJP condemns Pawan Chamling over Sikkim Manipur comparison, terms remark misleading. A very good evening. You are watching the 6 p.m. primetime ELITETV English News. I'm Naithao may bring you the news in details. Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Khamchand Singh on June 23 made a delegation of the Meitei Union Kangpokpi District, Manipur, MUKDM, along with the families affected by the ethnic unrest at the State Secretariat. The delegation, led by Laisom Hemanta Moirangthem Joy and Hirom Ningthem, saw immediate relief and rehabilitation measures for displaced families from Kangpokpi district who have been affected by the prolonged conflict in the state. During the meeting, the Chief Minister listened to the concern raised by the delegation and assured them that their demands would receive due consideration from the government. The concerns of the affected families will be addressed with due consideration, Khamchand Singh said, reiterating the government's commitment to providing support and assistance to those impacted by the unrest. He further emphasized that the state government remains dedicated to the welfare, relief, and rehabilitation of all affected families and is continuing effort to restore normalcy and ensure the well-being of displaced persons across Manipur. The meeting comes amid ongoing efforts by the government to address humanitarian concerns and facilitate rehabilitation measures for communities affected by the violence. Demands for the release of the arrested members of the Arambay Tango intensified on Tuesday, June 23, as women banders of the Khwaeramban Ima Kaitel state accede in protest condemning the recent arrests carried out by the National Investigation Agency (NIA). A large number of women banders participated in the demonstration at Khwaeramban Ima Market, bringing business activities at the historic marketplace to a halt for the day. The protesters collectively expressed dissatisfaction over the arrest of Arambay Tango members and alleged that the government had earlier appealed for the surrender of illegal arms and weapons, with assurance that no arrest would follow. According to the demonstrator, weapons were surrendered based on that assurance, but subsequent arrests have raised concern over the credibility of such commitment. Protesters displayed placards carrying messages including "How can people trust future appeal? If today's promises are ignored, peace needs trust. Trust needs honor. Honor your words. Honor the people. And where is your promise?" Speaking during the protest, one of the participants, Yel Mima Devi, termed the arrest unfortunate and called for the unconditional release of those detained. She also urged authorities not to initiate further action against village volunteers or members of the Arambay Tango in the coming days. She claimed that local volunteers and Arambay Tango members acted during periods of insecurity and alleged that the government's inability to adequately protect life and property during the crisis compelled civilians to take measures for self-defense. Mema Devi further stated that peace had gradually been returning to the valley and argued that the arrests at this stage could adversely affect the prevailing atmosphere. She warned that additional forms of protest could be launched if the arrested individuals are not released. The National Investigation Agency has not issued any immediate response to the protest demands at the time of filing this report.
Manipur ki tanfam sidai Manipur ki oina tholakhiba youth kangbu se amata dandi palan biganu athuba matamda state ki lengak na ek ama sembirakanda moibu protection oina na ba bill ama pass toraga puthokpi gadabani isa inau kaisu khangjadraba mayam singje mairakta langkhat langjan biganu state government mathau tawbiu state force na mathau tawrakta dana hantorakpadagi utup pairaga changhiba mayam thawai kaya mangre adubu government mathau tawdabadagi akhoi gi thabak si yongna changjan gi bani aibase state lengak na khalakanda phaba punbagi thabak se khudakta gi lepiu.
Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan Singh on June 23 attended the International Olympic Day run with tree plantation program organized by the Manipur Olympic Association at the courtyard of Olympic Bhavan, Kumalampak Sports Complex in Imphal. Addressing the gathering, the Chief Minister highlighted Manipur's long-standing legacy in Indian sports and emphasized the state's social harmony and sporting excellence. He said Manipur is home to 36 communities that have coexisted harmoniously and noted that Indian contingents at major international sporting events are rarely complete without the participation of the Manipuri athletes. He stated that Manipur has consistently brought recognition to the country through the achievement of its sportsperson and added that in acknowledgement of the state contribution to Indian sport, the country's first national sport university was established in Manipur. Singh informed that infrastructure development at the university is nearly completion and said he had recently inspected the campus. Recalling his own experience as a taekwondo player, the Chief Minister said that while winning medals and representing the nation at international events such as the Asian Games and Olympic Games remain important goals, sports also play a crucial role in instilling discipline. He urged young athletes to respect the teachers and coaches, promote harmony across communities, and develop determination and perseverance in sports, education, and daily life. Speaking at the event, Home, Youth Affairs and Sport Minister Govindas Kontausam said, India is preparing to host the 2036 Olympic Games and is identifying and nurturing sporting talent across states and discipline to strengthen its Olympic performance. He noted that despite its relatively small population, Manipur has produced 19 Olympians, describing it as a significant achievement in comparison with many larger states. The Manipur minister further stated that much of the existing sports equipment dates back to the 5th national game held in 1999 and is no longer aligned with present-day competitive requirements. He said that the Chief Minister has assured a provision of the Rs 5 crore during the current financial year for procurement of the modern sports equipment to support athletes. Kontausam also called upon sportspersons to remain disciplined, stay away from drugs, and work toward becoming healthy and responsible citizens. As part of the program, Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan Singh flagged off the International Olympic Day run and participated in a tree plantation drive along with other dignitaries. Among those present were Dr. T.H. Radhesyam Singh, MLA from Hairok Assembly Constituency and advisor to the Manipur Olympic Association, Nisikan Sapam, MLA from Kaisamthong Assembly Constituency and President of the Manipur Basketball Association, Shunil Ilangbam, President of the Manipur Olympic Association, officials of the association, representatives, sportsperson, Olympians, Arjuna awardees, and athletes.
Manipur apundagi saktam se sanawai singla singkalagapri ngasi laiyana sanawai ngakani Bharat yanamba Sports University kaigapi Manipur dapi Sports University haure duga tuition tawudar jagadu lotion do kitang wali lotion ngadaga isnan chalaga yengure pikrava khwaidagi pikrava state mana sanawai mayamdagi credit ni Manipur na phagise sanawai sing determination amari ai buktan sama ingani hai buktan sama di ingba number hola ki khangdo any field education lo jara any field sisi level ganda bade mai file do bi maram be tiese mase koi pune yamira granda na koi puna mat apaba anna ngata aina isoro thamizali.
With the development of infrastructures, we need to identify the states and the places where different sports disciplines potentials are there. No? So the exercise is going on, I think, and Manipur will be one of the hot spot state for this different disciplines. Upcoming 2036 Olympic to win medal and participate in the 2036 Olympic Games.
Manipur Home Minister Govindas Konthosam said that efforts are being made to avoid further crackdowns and areas involvement the members of the Arambai Tangle, while reiterating that the state government remains committed to the recovery illegally held arms and restoring normalcy. Speaking to the media on the sidelines of the International Olympic Day run with tree plantation program organized by the Manipur Olympic Association at the courtyard of the Olympic Bhavan, Kumalampak Sports Complex in Imphal, the minister said discussion had been held with the Director General of Police DGP Manipur regarding ongoing operation linked to the group. Govinda stated that intelligence input indicated a number of illegal weapons continue to remain in the possession of civilians and armed groups, necessitating the continued operation aimed at de-weaponization. He said the government had appealed to individuals still holding such weapons to surrender them voluntarily so that further arrest and enforcement action can be avoided. Highlighting the approach of the newly appointed DGP, the minister said efforts are being intensified to restore free movement in the hill areas of the state. He noted that while isolated incidents of violence continue to be reported from certain hill regions, the valley areas have largely remained peaceful. According to the minister, maintaining peace in the valleys would allow security forces to deploy available manpower more effectively in areas requiring focused operation. He reiterated that the primary objective of the ongoing exercises is the recovery of illegal arms and that de-weaponization remains the first step toward ending violence in the state. Govindas also appealed to residents of the valley region to refrain from activities that could disturb the prevailing atmosphere of peace. The development comes against the backdrops of continued efforts to recover illegal held weapons following the imposition of President's rule in Manipur. On February 20 last year, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala had appealed to people in the conflict-affected state to surrender looted and illegally possessed arms within 7 days, assuring that no punitive action would be taken against those who complied during the stipulated period. The issue has gained renewed attention after the National Investigation Agency NIA arrested 3 members of Arambai Tangle during the intervening night of the June 19 and June 20. Following the arrest, protest has been reported from several parts of Manipur, particularly in the valley region, with demonstrators demanding the unconditional release of the arrested members of the Arambai Tangle. Manipur police arrested an active cadre of the RPF and PLA during an operation at Kumalampak near the ISBT in Imphal West District on June 22. The arrested individual was identified as Oinam Danarat Singh alias Abung 29, a resident of Lairongtal Bitra, Yairipok in Thawal District. A Honda Activa scooter was seized from his possession. In a separate operation on June 21, security personnel apprehended 2 extortionists linked to the KCP MFL from Thawal Bajar under Thawal Police Station. The arrested individuals were identified as Abu Zamsumit Singh alias Tangbi, 20, currently residing at Faidinga in Imphal West District, and Makuchungang Mai, 23, of the Kaupum Gatao in None District. Security forces also recovered 48 donation cards from their possession. Meanwhile, a major joint operation conducted by Manipur Police, CRPF, RAF, Cobra, and armed across several areas, including Lailon Baipai, Lailon Munlui, Molhoi P, Molding, and Lailon Kuno, led to the recovery of a significant case of arms and ammunition. The operation was launched on June 20 following specific intelligence input about the presence of armed militants in the region. Security forces reportedly exchanged fire with suspected militants during the operation, which continued over the next 2 days. Among the weapons recovered were 2 AK-47 rifles, 1 M4 carbine, 2 SLR, 1 SKS rifle, and improvised sniper 303 rifle, 17 single and double barrel guns, and 11 SBL rifle. Authorities also seized assorted ammunition, communication equipment, and other warlike stores. Security agencies said search operation and area domination exercise are continuing in vulnerable locations as part of efforts to curb militants' activities and extortion networks in the state. Security forces have recovered a large scale of arms, ammunition, and military-grade equipment during a joint counter-insurgency operation conducted across several hill areas of the Kangpokpi district in Manipur over the past 3 days. According to the Manipur police, the operation was launched on June 20 following specific intelligence inputs regarding the presence of the armed militants in the general areas of the Lailon Baifai, Lailon Munlui, Molhoi, P, Molding, Lailon Kuno, and adjoining location. The operation involved a coordinated deployment of the personnel from the Manipur Police Central Reserve Police Force, Rapid Action Force, Commando Battalion for Resolute Action, and the Indian Army Police said security personnel came under fire from suspected militants during the operation, triggering an exchange of gunfire. Despite resistance, the forces continued extensive search and combing operation on June 21 and 22 across multiple locations in the region. During the operation, security forces recovered a substantial case of weapons. The seizure includes 17 single and double-barrel guns along with 8 sophisticated firearms comprising 2 AK-47 assault rifles, 1 M4 carbine, 2 self-loading rifle SLR, 1 SKS rifle, and 1 improvised sniper 303 rifle. Authorities also recovered 11 single-barrel loading SBL rifles. In addition to the weapons, security personnel seized a quantity of assorted ammunition, communication device, and other warlike stores from the operation area. Police officials described the operation as a single success in ongoing efforts to dismantle militants' network and prevent armed activities in the vulnerable parts of the state. Investigators are now working to identify the militant groups linked to the recovered weapons and equipment. The recovery comes amid intensified security operation across Manipur, where authorities have been conducting sustained drives to recover illegal arms and restore peace and stability in conflict-affected areas. The Bharatiya Janata Party BJP Sikkim unit has strongly criticized former Chief Minister Pawan Chamling over his recent remarks comparing Sikkim with Manipur, describing the statement as irresponsible, misleading, and unbecoming of a leader who served the state for more than 2 decades. The party in a statement said Sikkim remains a peaceful, progressive, and politically mature state and termed the comparison with the Manipur both unfortunate and insensitive. The BJP stated that invoking the challenges faced by the people of Manipur for the political messaging does not contribute to constructive public discourse and instead promotes fears and speculation. Questioning the basis of Chamling remarks, the party asked him to place facts before the people of Sikkim. If such serious allegations were being made, it said that the public accountability requires evidence to support comparison of this nature. The party further asserted that political leaders have a responsibility to engage in discussion grounded in facts, accountability, and vision rather than rhetoric that may create confusion among citizens. According to the BJP, the people of Sikkim deserve political discourse focused on policy issues and the state future development priorities. Highlighting its commitment to Sikkim, the party said it had consistently respected the state's unique identity, tradition, culture, and constitutional safeguard under Article 371F. The BJP also referred to the center's support for Sikkim through initiatives related to infrastructure development, disaster relief, connectivity, tourism, healthcare, and welfare under the leadership of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Manipur के अहानबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के अमतंगायरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजाई मथक टोंगथामलिकाई दा हांदुकचरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लम्बी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंगबा लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो की लायंग चंगबा अफब मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरंग कायदे लई मसिना कोक मरी लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबसिंग निंगथिना लायंगली लमदम मसिदा न्यूरो सर्जन यामना तांगलिबा मरमना चिंगमदी अराप मफमदगी लाकबा अनाबसिंग न्यूरो सर्जन उननबा होनबदा अवाबा क्या मायोंगदरी मसिदा सुनतना मतम थिंथना अनाबा लायंगना मरम ओरगा खुदोंथिबा क्या सुमायोंगदरी मसी पुनमक्तगी खरदो ओरबसु कन्ननबा डॉक्टर पार्किंसन सिंह MCS न्यूरो सर्जरी एम्स न्यू दिल्ली ना मसामकी हॉस्पिटल असिदा पुंग कुनमरी लेदुना अनाबा सिंह लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असिदा अताबा ममलदा लायंग मतनतना OPD जनरल अमदी ICU बेड्स ऑपरेशन मेडिसिन एक्सरे अमदी लैब कमई लेनबसु अताबा ममलदा फंगल्ली ngasi muglensin biro amadi kudong saba singa silobiho hena ku bamrol gidamak hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da paw phobirak bujagani
lalabati sumthokpa mosalabati nalanba mipum khudimaki hauna sani aihak jeni khurai लाइपाक सेंबदा मिपुम खुदिमक्सु सरुक यामिना से हाइतुना पाउचें खरा पुदुना लाक्चरी वोटर लिस्ट सिंगबो तासेंगना थमनाबा एलिजिबल ओइबा वोटर सिंगदमक याहन्नाबा ECI ना स्पेशल इंटेंसिव रिवीजन हाइबदी SIR 2026 हौरे मे की तारीख 19 दगिना जून की तारीख 19 फावबदा BLO युमथों खुदिंगी लाकनी मखोइना पिरंबा इन्यूमरेशन फॉर्म मेंशन बिरगा BLO दा सिनाबियु इन्यूमरेशन फॉर्म सबमिट तविद्रबदी वोटर लिस्ट दा मिंग यावलोय अकुप मरोल गिदमा BLO दा हंगबियु नत्रगा 1950 दा कॉल तवियु I am in RU
New Life Advanced Diabetes Healing and Wellness Healthcare Center na natural oiba pambai sing amadi matamga chunarbu khutsukhulai kya sizinaduna tongan balaina layong kaya mai pakna laying jari mafam asida laying jariba laina layong sing adudi diabetes, liver disease, arthritis, lutong chikpa naba, constipation, sinus, blood pressure, piles, gallbladder amasung kidney danung leiba kidney ga mari lainaba layong sing amadi asthma na singbani diabetes ki oina diabetes na ohelakpa khongkho chikpa naba khongya saba tumba yadaba hakchang sokthaba na chingba layong khodimak laying duna chada mari futara manga gi chang da reverse tawba ngamle constipation gi oina numit tara manga ni da mapung phana phanba ngamle amadi blood pressure tha amadagi tha ahum phawbagi manungda normal ohanba ngamle ngasi maglangsin bio New Life Advanced Diabetes Healing and Wellness Healthcare Center Thangmaiban DM University gi makha thangba kabole kai nongchup akhoi contact number 9856148205
Shuti nataba numit singde specialist amagi manakta chatpa matam sangdabara Haujikti Babina Hospital na thabak tawba lalolitik tawba madi thabak sinba miyoi singidamak special weekend Sunday OPD clinic hangdok sari
Nomaijing khudingi adongi khudong chagadaba matam yengbiraga ayuki pung mapal dagi nungthilgi pung mari fawbagi manungda medicine ENT cardiology urology gastroenterology PMR surgery chest medicine amadi pediatrics ki experience leiraba specialist sing tanabiu
subsidized tawba specialist consultation fee khangatlaba ahanba investigation amadi procedure da char taragi discount priority registration fast track appointment amadi mapam amatta da tongan ba analayeng kudong jaba singi kanaba lobiyu
adongi achinba matamda ayetpa pidana adongi hakchang fana thambiyu Babina Hospital gi special weekend Sunday OPD clinic ta link sin birao
appointment lognaba kidamak amadi ahin buwapam singi damak 69093 90666 ta call tawirao
mating leiba layeng fanghanjariba Babina Hospital hanadagi hena khudong chaba pizari.
After a short break, welcome back. You are watching the ELITETV English News. Mizo National Front and MNF President and former Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga on June 22 asserted that his party is actively preparing for a return to power in the state and urged party workers and supporters to remain united and committed to the party's vision. Addressing a party function in Aizawl, Zoramthanga said that the MNF has already begun laying the groundwork for future electoral battles and is taking necessary steps to regain public confidence ahead of the state assembly election scheduled for 2028. The remark comes more than 2 years after the ruling Zoram's People Movement (ZPM) defeated the incumbent MNF in the 2023 Mizoram Assembly election and formed the government under Chief Minister Laudu Homa, reflecting on Mizoram's peaceful environment. Zoramthanga described peace as a blessing and responsibility entrusted to the people of the state. He said Mizoram had earned peace should serve as an example to others and stressed the importance of preserving and promoting it. The veteran leaders further claimed that the international community increasingly recognizes the value of peace and acknowledges the historic role played by the MNF in bringing lasting peace to Mizoram through the landmark peace accord that ended decades of the insurgency in the state. Highlighting the party's ideological foundation, Zoramthanga said the MNF identity is rooted in its commitment to God and the welfare of the Mizo people. Nagaland Minister for Women Resource Development and Horticulture Salhau Taunu Cruz on June 23 called for stronger efforts by authorities to protect women and children amid growing concern over crime against them in the state. Speaking to reporters on the sidelines of the program in Kohima, Cruz expressed alarm over the increasing number of reported cases of sexual abuse involving women and girl children, saying such incidents have become disturbingly frequent. Today, we are hearing a lot of news through the papers every morning. Almost after a few days, another story comes up like that. I feel that our authorities should work harder to keep our women and children safe, she said. Cruz, who is Nagaland's first woman minister, stressed the need for greater vigilance, stronger enforcement measurement, and coordinated efforts to prevent crime against vulnerable sections of society. Her remarks come amid rising public concern and demands for stricter action against perpetrators of crimes involving women and children in the state. The minister emphasized that ensuring the safety and security of women and children must remain a priority for both the government and law enforcement agency. Gauripur police in Dhubri district have dismantled an alleged theft syndicate and arrested 9 individuals suspected of involvement in a series of burglaries targeting residential houses and places of worship across the region. Acting on specific intelligence input, a police team conducted a late-night raid at a commercial establishment in the Tiamari area of Gauripur. The operation led to the apprehension of the suspect and the recovery of a large quantity of stolen items believed to have been taken from various locations in recent months. The operation was led by officer in charge of Gauripur Police Station, Vibhuti Thapa, with the assistance of Town Sub-Inspector Netra Kamal Bora and other police personnel. During the raid, police recovered a substantial case of suspected stolen property, including ritual items reportedly stolen from local temples, domestic LPG cylinders, microphones and sound equipment, batteries, bundles of electrical wiring, and various iron materials. The arrested individuals have been identified as Hasanur Islam alias Milan, 22 of Namalati Khamar, Kairas Zaman, 37 of the Tiamari Part 2, Mintu Das, 19 of the Fulkumari, Mufizur Rahman, 39 of the Madhu Sol Mari Part 2, Sariful Hassan, 18 of the Chaurangimur, Sahinul Sai, 24 of the Tiamari, Pinku Alam, 27 of the Gauripur Barabari, Rafiqul Hassan, 23 of the Chaurangimur, and Manos Ray, 20 of the supermarket area. All are residents of the Gauripur. Police sources say the recovered items indicate that the group may have been involved in multiple thief incidents affecting both private residents and religious institutions. The seizure of the temple-related articles have raised concern about the targeting of the community places of worship, which had recently witnessed a spate of thieves. India has emerged as the world's leading ship recycling nation in 2025, achieving a significant milestone in its maritime sector and surpassing its Maritime India Vision (MIV 2030) target 5 years ahead of schedule. According to the latest report by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, India's share of global ship recycling rose to 35.4% in 2025, up from 30.1% in 2024. The report highlights a substantial increase in recycling activity, with India processing 2.99 million gross tons of ship in 2025 compared to 1.86 million gross tons in the previous year. This year, nearly 60% growth has placed the country at the forefront of the global ship recycling industry, reinforcing its growing importance in international maritime trade and sustainability efforts. Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sarbananda Sonowal, attributed the achievement to a combination of policy reforms, industry participation and adherence to international environmental and safety standards. He stated that India's emergence as the global leaders in ship recycling reflects the success of sustained reforms and strengthened the country's position as a hub for responsible and sustainable ship recycling. The proposed summit-level talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Takaichi in Guwahati next month are unlikely to take place, with the Japanese leaders' visit to India now expected to be confined to New Delhi owing to logistical constraints, according to sources. Takaichi is expected to undertake her first official visit to India from July 1 to 3 as part of the annual India-Japan summit process. While Guwahati had earlier emerged as a likely venue for the high-level meeting, sources indicated that the program is now likely to be held in the national capital. The development comes a week after Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma announced the possibility of the summit-level talks between Modi and Takaichi being held in Guwahati. The proposed visit had generated considerable interest, with expectation that it would mark the first time an India-Japan annual summit would be hosted in the Northeast. According to sources, Takaichi's domestic commitment in Japan have left a narrow window for the India's visit, making travel outside New Delhi difficult from a logistical standpoint. The revised plan is also expected to facilitate a more streamlined program and allow both sides to focus on key bilateral engagement. Earlier reports suggested that Takaichi would visit Assam accompanied by a delegation of more than 50 Japanese business leaders and executives from major companies including Suzuki Motor, Toyota, Sukso, and Itochu, reflecting growing Japanese interest in investment opportunities in the Northeast. The proposed summit is expected to focus on strengthening cooperation in areas such as trade, investment, economic security, critical minerals, energy security, and supply chain resilience. India and Japan are also expected to review progress on their long-term strategic partnership and discuss regional and global developments. Takaichi's visit, if finalized, will be her first trip to India since assuming office as Prime Minister of Japan. Japanese media had earlier reported that the two leaders could meet in Assam as part of efforts to deepen engagement with India's Northeast and advance cooperation under India's Act East policy. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram, and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, a quick glance at the headlines. Manipur CM assures support to displaced families after meeting Kangpokpi delegation. Calls for release of arrested Arambay Tango members intensify as women vendors stage protest at Naithao. Efforts underway to avoid further crackdown or arrest of the Arambay Tango members, say Home Minister Govindas Konthosam. Manipur CM attains International Olympic Day run highlights state's sporting legacy. Manipur police arrests RPA PLA cadre, 2 extortionists measure armed kids recovered in joint operation. Makeshift armed hole recovered in joint security operation across Manipur's Kangpokpi hills. And BJP condemns Pawan Chamling over Sikkim Manipur comparison, terms remarks misleading. That's all for today. Keep watching ELITETV English News for more updates. Thank you for watching.